What is going on, guys? This is your main man Ben here, bringing you some crypto news and updates straight from Charm City, Baltimore, Maryland. Today is August 21st, 2018, and it's a Tuesday. It's raining in Baltimore, guys, and yes, today is going to be an extra special episode that we're having because today is a shill day, and we are going to talk about one of the coins that I shill a lot. It's going to be the VE chain or the VE Thor. So before we start, guys, we're gonna start with some coin price action. Before anything else, though, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't. So today, before we end the day like we always do, and we report Bitcoin a little bit of positive movement, guys. Currently at 1.83%. That's plus. A little bit greens, a little bit of recovery here. Also in Ethereum at 1.07%, XRP 1.98, Bitcoin Cash 1.70, EOS 0.35%. Overall, the top 20 tokens mostly are in green. So, especially this guy right here. You see this? That's what we're gonna talk about. VeChain consistently being looks like a couple of days now they're being really active. They're recovering in spite of the bearish movement in altcoin market. And yep, on biggest gainers for today, Spank Chain. Look at this, looks like a newly listed coin, ranking number 25, because you can see the spike right here, guys. Looks like a big pump came up. So I don't know what is a Spank Chain. It looks like you can get this to Bitforex Radar Relay. And yes, that's really come surprising. 21. It just came out of the blue. So yep. Miners, same old setup. 9570, 11050 Ti, 21070, 11070 Ti, 11080. We are currently at 13 kilowatt per hour here in Baltimore, Maryland, and yep, whopping $2.35. Holy smoke. So here's the thing, guys. We all know we're in bearish movement right now, and this is what we have, and we're gonna live by it. But today, like what I said, we are going to talk to this specific coin that I shill a lot, and I believe because there's a lot of positivity and a lot of very good movements that I think will help and shape up the crypto space. So yep, it's just this channel is like talking like me and you directly. So this is what I thought about this, guys. But before anything else, before we go to a direct topic right now, very important news this coming Thursday, which is what is Tuesday today, 21st. At the 23rd, there will be a decision coming from SEC regarding the ETF, the Pro Shares and Bitcoin ETF, guys. So this is going to be extra important, especially into the Bitcoin market, because it looks like Pro Shares was initially been denied last year, and this is gonna be their very last chance if ETF's gonna put a thumbs up in it. And you see what I'm saying? So Thursday might be a very important day. Either we are going to be pumping up or we are going to be pumping down. But yes, basically Pro Shares is like a proposal in Bitcoin that it looks like it determines the future contracts trading on CME or the CBO futures exchange. So it looks like from the original filing, the Pro Shares are not backed by some sort of private keys in Bitcoin wallet and all that stuff. So it looks like the Pro Shares ETF are physical papers, and that breaks down whatever is laid out in there and what would be. It looks like from the look of it, it's the physical holdings of Bitcoin itself is not in place. So the value will be determined by the Bitcoin future contracts. That would be it. And it looks like this is not going to be the one that's going to put Bitcoin into the mainstream market. But this is first step of a lot of step. And once again, it's a process. It's not like a one hit boom, we're in. It's not like that. It's going to be first step, which is the most very important step. Like if we were baby, the first step is going to be the hardest. But yep, same thing here. But yes, Thursday, we're going to look at that one, and we will determine if we're going to be booming up or booming down again. So moving on to VE chain, guys. So here we go. VE chain price extends recovery as market awaits another Bitcoin ETF ruling. In spite of every single bearish movement that we have this past couple of days, this past couple of hours, VE chain doubles its price. Yep, in just 1 week, VE chain climbed up upon the release from VE chain to the separation to the ERC20, and then from VE chain to rebranding to VE Thor. The price increased, doubles its price basically. And yes, why is this happening? It's because the market is getting really anxious, and the de-weeding process, especially in the altcoin market, is very, very intensive right now, because we are in a bear market. Investors don't have a lot of money. Traders don't have a lot of money, except if you're a whale, yes. But I believe that would be the reason why, guys. A lot of companies are honing in on which projects are really significant in the market. And I think VE Chain is one of the biggest players that will help out shape the entire crypto space in terms of especially logistics, businesses. I think VE Chain is going to be a standard, and I think is going to be one of the pioneers moving on to a future, talking about 4 to 5 years, maybe a little shorter than that. So before I talk and blubber around VE Chain further, we got to understand what is VE Chain and where it originated from. So, okay. VE Chain, I have the white paper here, guys. So I'm going to put the link in it. I'm not going to basically read this to you one by one, because there's a lot of it. And I'm going to tell you what VE Chain is, summarize. So VE Chain is a decentralized platform in which it was originally catered for the businesses that can easily interact with, transact without any third parties needing to be in the middle. So basically, this is just a platform that can make other business and this business interact with each other. So the CIO or the chairman or the CEO of VE Chain, Sunny Lu. Sunny Lu is a former CIO in Louis Vuitton in China. So he's a very important figure in the blockchain space, and he's very cool guy. I have seen him a lot. In fact, we're going to talk about and play a little bit of stuff here later on what he had recently announced in the VE Chain community and posted on YouTube as well. So yes. So VE Chain, that what its primary uses is basically to help the supply chain management of a company, which, to put them into like a blockchain platform, logistics. What does that mean? So if you have an old system that you have to, if you have a what do we call this? A product, you have to put a receipt in this one when somebody purchases. But before that, you have to track the inventory, where it came from, the validity of this one. Is this a legitimate product? Is this not a counterfeit? So Sunny Lu developed this thing in terms of blockchain technology. He incorporated the IoT, or which means the Internet of Things, incorporated to a high-end products such as Louis Vuitton, Hermes bags. There's a lot of counterfeits in these things, and it's unbelievable. You cannot even determine which is fake and real. So if we talk about IoT and incorporate this thing into hardware devices, they develop some kind of chip, and this chip is not just a regular chip. Oh, we can just put a chip in any coin or any bag and validate it in the scanner. It doesn't work out like that in blockchain technology. In blockchain technology, if this chip is not validated, it will get dropped. So if this chip doesn't have a record on this type of group, and this type of group doesn't have the same record, this chip is getting blocked, it's gonna get dropped, and this is counterfeit. If we don't match these two groups, or 10 groups cannot validate that this chip is legitimate, then it gets dropped. That's where the importance of the IoT integrated on the device. This is where it was born, basically. And yes, this is how it started. It sprouted to VET, VeChain token, which is going to be, the cryptocurrency of the VeChain blockchain ecosystem. And yes, very important thing too as well is that if a coin or a project is being noticed in the market, big companies are gonna take note. They're gonna take action, and a lot of big companies took action, namely Microsoft. They have looked at the VeChain. They have partnership with VeChain. In fact, it's, let me see, BMW. Yes, there was a lot of speculation that came out in March that VeChain wasn't even into a BMW partnership, but then again, there was some FUD happening. But when you see statements like this, that then BMW said no partnership with VeChain. So sorry for any confusion. BMW responded, VeChain is participating in the BMW startup garage program as a venture client. You know what it means. A venture client, the BMW group become the customer of the startup, a time project technology of the service not yet ready for market. Meaning, yes, they did have a partnership. At the end of that statement, if you can see the email coming from BMW sent going to the VeChain group, this is it goes. Final stage is to fine tune your proposal at the agreement. You join our program and get a BMW purchase order. Congrats, you gain a new client, the BMW group. So you know that VeChain is legit. They're not playing around. Just this one company, and this article came out in March this year, and we're already in August, guys. So every single week there's a new things coming out in VeChain, and yes, they are getting into their, like, I'm telling you, this is a sleeping giant. If you ask me, this is more like a Neo, because they got their own ecosystem, and I can tell you what's happening right now on that ecosystem. They have a lot of dApps. So these are the applications that's basically, it's in the move. I know Decent Bet or DBet. There's a lot happening in here, guys. One of the ICOs, or one of the coins that was just announced yesterday, OceanX, which is part of the white paper, which is right here. So OceanX has just launched. If you have a VeThor wallet, you can see that in there. It's already active, and the sale hasn't been occurred yet, but it looks like, if I got it right, one VET is equals to 7 OEC coin, if I'm not wrong, or OCE coin. So what is OCE coin, guys? So let's go back here. In OceanX, we are dedicated to providing our users best trading experience with uncompromising protection of their assets. We believe OceanX will be the legitimate bridge between crypto world, and by connecting capital with blockchain innovations globally. And it's powered by AI. So that's That's really, really on top of it. They have a lot of layers in here. Aside from the artificial intelligence, they have a team of internal hackers which cultivates and see vulnerabilities themselves. They have a team that is like a that takes care of exchanges, and it looks like their main goal here, guys, is to what, hit 10 million transactions, or 10,000. I'm sorry, 10,000 transactions per second. So that's gonna be really blazing fast, if you ask me. 10,000 transactions per second is no joke. If Ethereum can only do 25, and I believe, if I'm not wrong, TRX can do 2,500 transactions per second, and OceanX's goal is 10,000 transactions per second. That would probably rival what? I don't know, Visa, PayPal? I don't know, something like that. But yes, guys, if you ask me, we are moving towards this beautiful coin. And aside from that, they have partnered with Docomo in Japan, which is the biggest telecommunications company in Japan, and it's like the Verizon in Japan. They partnered with VET or VeChain, and it looks like their mission is to get the first 5G network, which is really blazing fast, and they're working together with that one. So that's just another partnership within, aside from BitOcean, which is, I think it's going to be ridiculously good, and a lot more coming into it. So it looks like there will be more coming in, and you can see the roadmap here. We're way ahead in it. Second quarter 2018, VeChain Tour launched VeChain Wallet, which we are using, the VThor wallet. I hope you're using it. I'm using it, and yes, it generates Thor power every single day, depending on how many VET tokens you have or coins. It will determine as well if you get enough, like 10,000 coins, you get a strength node. I think 50,000 above, you get thunder node. This nodes help stabilize the network, so there'll be no mining, but these things help to stabilize the network. I haven't get a chance to go to the X node stuff because I am not an X node holder. I don't have that status. But yes, if you are X node status, then you are more entitled for more benefits. That's gonna be extra awesome. But yes, guys, so it looks like they just hit 100,000 transactions today, and that's really blazingly amazing, because given the bear market that we have, we know that these transactions are getting through, and you can see here, VET transferred is 124, it looks like billion. VThor transferred, which is the gas in it, is 374. The VThor burned was 6.1 million. So every time you make a transaction, your gas is going to be your VThor. So VThor gas. So when you transfer VET token or make smart contracts transactions within, then you use your VThor as a gas, like the Neo gas. So I'm telling you, this is like a Neo community, but the support and partnership is getting ridiculous. And guess what? This coming September, there's going to be more ridiculous partnership that is getting accomplished or being merged again. So aside from BMW, I'll let Sunny tell you whatever it is, and credit to the foundation of VeChain. And this is going to be his own words, guys.
Honestly, September will be another busy month. Looks like we never rest. We don't have vacation. I hope so. We have some vacation actually. One more automobile giant will be on board with very aggressive green energy strategy and connected cars.
There you go. This coming September, another big giant automobile company is partnering with VeChain. And other than that, there's a lot more coming in aside from that. And I'm not going to spoil everything. But yes, guys, you heard it from Sunny. That's Sunny Lou, that's CEO of VeChain. Credit to this live chat that was, I think, yesterday. Forgive, my dog is barking upstairs. And yes, you heard it from Sunny. There's going to be a new partnership, a bigger company, automobile company, going in towards VeChain, guys. So I'll let you decide that one. Once again, this episode's dedicated only for VeChain or VThor. And yes, if you haven't yet, check it out. I'm gonna post the whitelist paper in it. Everything that I can come up with, I will post in the link. If you wanna ask questions, put in the comments. We're gonna try to have this addressed for you guys. But yep, this Van coin is going to be huge, and I shill in this token, and I believe in its project, guys. And once again, this is not financial advice. I'm just voicing out what I believe in towards this coin. But I appreciate you watching. Always remember, God is good all the time. This is your main man, Ben, here. Peace out.